If you're a gemstone enthusiast like we are, or if you've spent some time on our new website, gemstones.com, then you probably know a thing or two about gems and minerals.
We've covered a lot of them on this channel, but there are just so many varieties with even more that are yet to be discovered.
It feels impossible to know them all, but that doesn't mean we're not going to try. Here are 9 gemstones you've probably never heard of.
Our first gem is Diorite. This blue to bluish green gem was first discovered in Madagascar in 1902 by French mineralogist Alfred Lacroix, who named it after French historian Alfred Grandidier.
Gem quality material is nearly exclusive to Madagascar, making it a great collector's stone. It's a 7 to a 7.5 on the Mohs scale of hardness and has good toughness, which means we're starting to see it more in jewelry.
Next is Aegirine. A sodium iron silicate, Aegirine is a member of the pyroxene group along with jadeite. It's typically a dark green, greenish black, reddish brown, or black to dark brown in color, and its distinctly slender crystals often have nice terminations. It's rarely seen as a faceted gemstone though, probably because it's so saturated with color that it can look almost black. Aegirine was named in 1834 after a mythical Norse god, Aegir.
Aegirine was first discovered on the small island of Leven in Norway, but don't take a trip thinking you're going to get some of your own. It's protected as a site of geological interest, and collecting there is not allowed. The other well-known source of Aegirine is Malawi in southern Africa, but it can also be found in Sweden, Spain, and Russia. There are several naturally occurring gems that are used as diamond simulants. Colorless sapphire, zircon, and topaz, just to name a few. You may be tempted to add Nefantovite, but we wouldn't recommend it.
Nefantovite is a very rare member of the borate family of minerals, and with a hardness of 3.5, it's probably not the best diamond simulant out there. Its most diamond-like trait is its dispersion, which is fairly high. Also, it tends to be transparent and colorless, but it can be gray as well.
Nefantovite is found in a few locations worldwide, including Russia and Japan, but Mexico is where the cleanest and largest specimens are today.
Let's talk Sugalite. It belongs to a class of minerals known as silicates and is a member of the Millerite group. It is relatively new to the list of recognized gemstones, discovered in 1944 by Japanese geologist Kenichi Sugi and named in his honor.
The originally discovered Japanese Sugalite was a yellowish-brown variety that the jewelry industry just couldn't have cared less about.
In 1979, the first massive aggregates were found in a South African manganese mine when the roof of one of the developing shafts caved in. These specimens had a rich purple color caused by manganese impurities in its chemical structure. Now the industry was interested, fashioning Sugalite into jewelry, cabochons, and even decorative carvings.
If you're a Steven Universe fan, you may recognize Sugalite as the name of one of the characters. We did a whole series on the show, so check it out here.
We've talked about the usage of gems as pigments a few times on this channel, but we haven't mentioned orpiment.
It's a monoclinic arsenic sulfide that grows in small masses with lemon yellow to orangey brownish yellow coloring. Its name comes from a Latin term meaning gold pigment, and it was used in paints, inks, and dyes.
It's a measly 1.5 to 2 on the Mohs scale, so you'll never see it in jewelry, but it's great for pulverizing. It grinds down into a yellow to yellow-orange powder.
Once its toxicity was discovered, however, its use as a coloring agent declined, but it did see use in poisons for insects and rodents. Despite this discovery, however, some cultures around the world still use it as a cosmetic and for medicine.
If you find yourself around some orpiment, remember that it's toxic, but also that its deep color can fade under too much sunlight.
The next gem may have the most interesting name on our whole list, Mossit Sit. Mossit Sit is a green and black rock that has been mistaken for jade for hundreds of years. It was thought to be a variety of jade because of its similar appearance and physical properties.
It was often referred to as chrome jade because of its bright chrome green color. Mossit Sit is not a jade. Instead, it is a metamorphic rock composed mainly of cosmochlore, a rare sodium-chromium pyroxene mineral.
It's slightly less hard than jade at a 6 on the Mohs scale, and it gets its bright green color from its very high chromium content. In fact, it has a higher chromium content than any other rock found on Earth.
This interesting gem gets its unique name from the village of Mossit Sit in the foothills of the Himalayan mountains. To date, all known Mossit Sit deposits are found in a small area of northern Myanmar.
The next gem on our list is bastnasite. This stone comes in different shades of yellow, reddish brown, and orange, and it's named after the Swedish locality where it was originally discovered in 1841, the Bastnäs mines.
Valued in the industry as a source of rare earth elements, bastnasite as a mineral is not rare. However, gem quality material is very rare and has been found only in small quantities throughout the world.
It's a relatively soft mineral at 4 to 4.5 on the Mohs scale, and it's difficult to cut, so why own it?
Well, bastnasite is one of the unusual minerals that is piezoelectric. Piezoelectricity is the ability of some mineral crystals to generate a voltage in response to applied mechanical stress, such as an external pressure, a phenomenon seen in quartz.
The next gem on our list also exhibits an interesting phenomenon. Shelite was named in 1821 in honor of Swedish chemist and commercial apothecary C.W. Scheel. He discovered chlorine, among other elements, and experimented with oxygen before it was even recognized as an element. Shelite is known as a calcium tungstate, which is a major source of tungsten.
Most Shelite fluoresces in colors ranging from blue to yellow to white under shortwave UV. Shelite crystals also have high luster and attractive dispersion. Well-formed crystals are fashioned into gemstones, but gems cut from transparent material are fragile due to poor toughness and a low hardness of 4 to 4.5.
However, a magnificent gem weighing 58 carats was faceted from transparent orange material found in the Gamsberg area in Namibia.
For our 9th and final entry, we'll end on a gem that's practically a work of art, Piscina.
Literally meaning landscape zone, Piscina Pietra is an ancient marvel of nature. Created 40 to 50 million years ago, slices of it look like paintings of canyons and city skylines. It forms within limestone rock and comes in a variety of colors and limitless variety of patterns caused by the infiltration of iron and manganese hydroxide.
In the 16th century, the Medici family bought a quarry that produced a beautiful black variety of this stone and had slabs of the stone set into furniture. Flemish artists of the period especially liked using the Piscina Pietra as canvases for portraits.
In the 1900s, Piscina Pietra became highly collectible, and early furniture designs with these picturesque inlays are still very collectible today. I'm looking for some to replace the wood paneling on my PT Cruiser.
That's it for today, guys. Tell us which gem was your favorite. Let us know down in the comments.
Then head over to gemstones.com to learn more about these gemstones and others that you may have never heard of.
And of course, don't forget to like, subscribe, and ring that bell so you don't miss out on our future episodes.